Sunset fire scorches 50 acres near Runyon Canyon as spot fires flare up across the Hollywood Hills. Updated with latest, the Sunset fire in the Hollywood Hills scorched 50 acres before fire crews seemed to get the upper hand on it. But, as is the way in Los Angeles this week, as soon as the immediate danger had passed, a spot fire popped up in Nichols Canyon. It was quickly put out. Then, on the other side of Coldwater Canyon, several homes became fully engulfed in Studio City. The incident began at 3656 N Sunswept Dar, where a four-story residence became well involved in fire with exposures and vegetation. Firefighters are in the defensive mode against the fire unit with the priority of defending the exposures and preventing extension into the brush. The multi-story structure quickly collapsed onto itself. Other structures were also set ablaze on the hillside. Previously at 6:41, Los Angeles Fire Department crews are responding to a new brush fire in the area of Solar and Astral Drives in the Hollywood Hills in the vicinity of Runyon Canyon. Dubbed the Sunset Fire, the blaze was mapped at 10 acres initially and doubled in size in under an hour. The National Weather Service said conditions on the ground are north winds 8 to 15 miles per hour, with gusts to 25 miles per hour early in the evening, decreasing to 6 to 9 miles per hour after midnight. Mandatory evacuation orders have been issued for an area bounded by Laurel Canyon Boulevard on the west, Mulholland Drive on the north, the 101 freeway on the east, and Hollywood Boulevard on the south. See area in red below. Evacuation warnings for the area in yellow, extended down to Sunset Boulevard up to Mulholland and to Coldwater Canyon in the west. An LAFD spokesperson urged those in the evacuation warning zone to get out before the full order is issued. Her advice: head south. That might be hard to do given that Hollywood Boulevard has now been closed between La Brea Avenue and Crescent Heights Boulevard. Helicopter footage on KTLA-5 showed a sea of red tail lights on all the major north-south arteries running away from the hills. KTLA-5 reported that others were fleeing on foot, dragging suitcases. The flames appeared to be moving south toward the heavily populated environs of Franklin Avenue. The incident is not far from Hollywood landmarks such as the Dolby and TCL Chinese theaters, the Hollywood Roosevelt, the Magic Castle, the Hollywood Bowl, and historic Whitley Heights. On the plus side of the ledger, the fire is also very close to the Hollywood Reservoir, which could facilitate quick-turn aerial water drops. To that point, multiple water-dropping aircraft were being used in hopes of slowing the fire's advance. Hollywood High School and Pan Pacific Recreational Center are among the evacuation centers. Authorities announced earlier today that Runyon Canyon would be closed due to the winds and fire hazards. ABC7 was among the first local outlets to pick up the news. There was no immediate word on how the fire started. It is the second blaze in the hills in as many days. The first fire was quickly stifled.